What's good, Chief? I'm sorry for not being there IRL, but there's no way I'm coming out of my hidey hole. But I'll keep an encrypted connection open to your safe house. I was having a chat with your mate, Richard Malik. Just a former SIRS agent and a former Albion drone talking shop. Anyway, he pointed me to this audio recording. You should give it a listen. Could be something big.
All right, let's hear it.
And when you got a moment, give Malik a smack across the chops for me, will you?
What the hell do you mean there's no open investigation? Are you the police or not?
We are, and I mean it exactly the way it sounds.
My friend was a journalist. She was working on a story about SIRS kidnapping people off the street, and then she goes missing. You don't find that the slightest bit suspicious?
Look, the decision not to investigate happened way over my pay grade. Do you understand? Way over.
You're fucking in on it. Jesus Christ!
I'm hanging up.
And I'm recording this.
The journalist mentioned in that call seems to have run afoul of SIRS. And seeing as they've taken 1984 letters a dire warning and more as an instruction book, she may be in trouble.
She needs our help.
Agreed. Let's do it.
I've marked her last known location on your map. You should hurry, though. It was dated recently enough that SIRS might not have caught up with her yet.
Look here. People have been disappearing off the streets. A lot of people. There's no way this isn't deliberate. That is planned. Look, we need to warn people.
Perfect. Now let's get artsy.
The only way we'll make it through this.
Good way to remind people we're still kicking.
But I noticed him. I switched up where I was going, wandered over to a pub, and locked him there. We are getting you know, right?
This is where that journalist mysteriously vanished while she was looking into SIRS mysteriously vanishing people.
Probably can dig up something good if we check it.
I thought we might be able to get ahead of those Stasi wannabes at SIRS, but I'm seeing signs of a struggle. I've tagged a few pieces of evidence that I can analyze more closely if you get me some high-resolution stills.
I don't see shit. There's nothing in it.
It looks like there's something interesting under that car. Move it so we can have a closer look. Tyre tracks, left relatively recently. 24.9-inch diameter. Common size for a large chassis vehicle like a truck or a van. A notepad file is open. Looks like a journalist's. I've added a transcript to your data drive. We know she was here at least.
Thanks, Bags.
Someone spray painted the security cameras.
Shit. What now?
Oh, calm down. Did you think I had you take all those photos for my invite feed? If you find the CTOS hub, I can cross-reference the stills you took with the security feed and isolate the moments before the journalist was taken. It may contain a clue.
Acknowledged.
Oh, I can't handle this. Operations can cause unintended disruptions to traffic and public transportation. Please monitor local media for advisements.
Yeah, out cold.
Found it. Here is the image just as the camera was blacked out. Notice the van in the background. The partial license plate number indicates this is a government vehicle.
Huh. Interesting.
This confirms the journalist was most likely abducted by SIRS. You know who might know where an SIRS operative would take a questionably legally detained journalist? Another SIRS operative. I've got Malik on the line.
I don't trust him.
Do you have to? I suppose I might have an agenda. Then again, I might just be bored.
Yeah, and your point?
Look closely at the paint in the security still. It's not commercial. That's Kark paint. Chemical resistant. Military. Do you remember earlier when you saved me from Albion?
Fuck you!
Oh, come on. That was fun. Anyway, I didn't want the day to be a waste, so I installed a worm in their comms equipment that fed me, among other things, data on their supply requisitions. I just gave Bagley access to it.
Looks like Albion just ordered a crate of Kark paint in that color to the Albion Internment Center. Pushing the location now. This is the Albion Internment Centre. That journalist who was investigating the SIRS illegal kidnapping program should be inside.
London is restricted airspace. Under no circumstances are persons permitted within city limits.
Please, help!
Right, get her out.
So much.
Be mindful of your surroundings. When you're watching your optic, you're not watching those around.
Seems like you got away.
Thanks for your help and everything, but we have to keep this short. If I can't get out of this country tonight, I am colossally buggered.
Well, I'm with DedSec. How can we help?
All right then, maybe you can help. You see, SIRS found a legal loophole that's let them arrest you for anything they want. Did your butler's beagle have its hair cut by the same groomer as one of the tone bombers? Well, then SIRS can arrest you without a warrant, and the Snoopers Charter makes it legal.
How does that work?
Ever since London got on CTOS, SIRS has full access to every email, every phone call, every CCTV stream, everything. When you give over that level of information to the government, the question isn't how could they do it, it's how could they not?
Cool. I mean, that's bad. Look, here's an address. Someone will meet you there with a new passport.
Once the journalist makes it to safety, I'll make DedSec resources available to her so she can finish her story.
Good thinking, you clever bot.
Thanks for checking in, Chief. Me, I've been sort of torn up lately. An old friend of mine got jumped the other night. I want to go visit him, but, well, you know.
That's really awful.
Yeah, it was a pack of fuckers from EPAF. They knew my mate ain't from here. They kept yelling, England first, as they kicked the shit out with him.
How can we help?
I don't know.
Jeez, how terrible.
It's a classic paradox. The shittier a society gets, the less willing everyone is to share it. There's been a spike in anti-immigrant violence lately, perpetrated by organized groups like the EPAF.
Yeah, duh. Is there something we can do about it or what?
The EPAF, or English Patriotic Action Front, appears to be unusually well funded and organized. They could be connected to some larger criminal enterprise.
Let's go see what's up.
This is Kennington Park. Local news reports indicate it has been occupied by a group of violent xenophobes calling themselves the English Patriotic Action Front.
What's all this?
Wait, what was that? Right, putting a stop to this spider drone.
All right, guess we better look around. Hey, drone, run a search.
Shut it down! 99, you hacked. What?
Yeah, I think that's that. Stop looking.
There's no one here, but I'll keep looking. Have you considered
Oh, there you go. Another one.
One interesting email on here. It seems the EPAF answers to someone calling themselves Kingfisher, who is pushing them to attack immigrants.
Cool. Got anything else?
The laptop's GPS indicates a location where Kingfisher regularly meets with at least one EPAF member. I doubt they go there to swap football stickers or pick each other's hooves.
Best place to start investigating then.
Pushing the location now.
That drone's gone rogue!
This is where an EPAF organizer had his regular meetings with Kingfisher, who seems to be pulling the EPAF's strings.
in.
Stop that spider! For the blood clot!
Spread out and find the bastard!
Why is this deactivated? Is security malfunctioning?
Keep looking. Suspect is... I lost signal.
Drone, perform a search.
Someone forget to turn this back on. No way this is a coincidence.
Why do we have to meet in a police station? Makes me feel edgy.
It's good cover. If anyone sees you, they'll assume the old Bill picked you up.
Just weird to be sitting here without the old bracelets is all. So what have you got for us?
Names. It's a list of people in this neighborhood that Filament tells us will be prone to violence if provoked.
You want us to start some fights?
The bloodier the better. We want some nice, scary ultra-violence for Gran and Grandad on the evening news. Is that a problem?
How do we know this won't come back on me and mine?
Sirs wants the same thing you want. Everyone out of the Oval and the immigrant crisis resolved. You'd be doing a public service.
Ha! A public servant. Who'd have thought, eh?
Multiple files added to the data drive. And would you look at that? Kingfisher is an SIRS officer, so they're the ones funding the EPAF.
What? Sirs is behind all of this?
It's all here in the audio file. Or you could just ask Kingfisher himself. The Met are lending him an office in this very police station.
You serious? Why?
Maybe it cuts down on his commute. How should I know? Find him and take him out so we can put an end to this EPAF business.
Target resisting arrest. Using restraining measures.
Holy crap! I'm hit!
Kingfisher is down. That should make it harder for those xenophobic goons to get their intolerant hands on military weaponry at the very least. Wish the same could be said for Albion. On a related note, you should probably scarp her. The powers that be are trying to provoke immigrant violence to justify coming down on them like a ton of pricks.
So?
I've asked Malik for his analysis.
The servers will bury it if you release that recording to the media, so you'll have to self-distribute. SIR's protocol says to do two things. Sow disinformation on the internet and distance themselves from the incident. Propaganda works. So no one will know what's true, and by the time the dust settles, anyone who could incriminate them will be gone.
Let's roll.
Totally.
Done.